ahead.
All right, man. We live, man. Trevor Jackson, Rod the Water God.
Yes,
What's
sir.
good, Trevor?
Man, I'm blessed. How about yourself, Water God, man?
Man, I can't wait to get on this show with you, man. I've been watching your channel for a minute. You know, it's good to see you always pushing for the culture, man. And I really appreciate that, man. I look forward to every time you drop something, I'll be looking forward to seeing how you pushing for the culture, for real.
I try my best to, man, because like who else gonna do it? It's a lot of people that sell themselves short that they don't have integrity no more. Integrity is lost. Everybody is trying to troll and get acknowledged, and they selling themselves out for attention. Man, I'd rather just keep my integrity, fam. That's all.
For real. For real. Appreciate it, man. For real. So the vegan, man. So I looked on your Twitter. I think it was your TikTok page. I looked and I seen you had it in there. You was like, I'm a vegan. And
Yeah.
I just lit up after that. Man, I said, man, I want to sit down with Trail. I want to understand because I know how it is, man. It's tough, man, when you become vegan, especially with people around you. But I
Yeah.
want to hear your story, man. I'm gonna give my story and just see what we can learn from this veganism. You know what I'm saying?
So I can start about being aware of health like early on in my life. You know what I'm saying? So
Right,
I worked at my uncle barbecue shop. That was the first job I ever had in,
right.
in Tennessee. We used to cut up whole pigs, and you know what I'm saying? We used to cook crazy things and oxtails and chitlins, and we used to make the own sausage and all of that old type of stuff. Pause.
Right.
But I started eating that stuff, and we used to make pig burgers. That's what he was famous for, a pig burger. So that's the
Pig.
scraps. A pig burger is the scraps of a pig, grinded up like a hamburger, patted out like hamburgers, and the scraps of the pig though. And he was famous for that. So I used to eat that type of stuff, and I realized at an early age that I didn't feel good. So in 2003, I stopped eating beef and pork because it was wearing me out. And when I
Right.
stopped eating beef and pork, I was aware then, I just didn't do it, that one day I was going to stop eating meat completely and stop eating processed foods in totality.
Wow.
Now, I don't consume dairy and meat, but I still eat processed foods like chips and snacks and all of that old type of stuff, though. But I know down the line that that's going to have to end one day.
Mm-hmm.
So what
Mm.
made me become vegan and what made me want to experience this lifestyle is that I wanted to eat living foods, man.
Mm.
Things that gave me life, things that made me feel good, things that energized me. You know what I'm saying? Instead
Right.
of
Right.
things that's only sticking to my gut and weighing me down and bringing me down and lowering my vibration. And I just wanted to stay on high. You know what I mean? And that's the reason I became vegan. And you know, I mean, I could go on and on though, but that's
No, man. Because 2016, so yours was pretty much a health issue first, and then you started the vegan
no, it was awareness of
awareness of it.
what I'm consuming. It wasn't even that I was not healthy. It
Right.
wasn't even that. It was the fact that I know what's gonna happen if I keep consuming things that's not good for me.
So check it. You said your family had a pig. They had like a pig camp where they made pig burgers.
That
How
a
huh?
barbecue restaurant. It was a
A
barbecue.
barbecue restaurant. So you didn't actually see the pigs get slaughtered and all of that, and they make it. You seen the finished product.
No, I did. We used to buy whole pigs
Dang.
from the. Uh, we used to buy whole pigs from like a distributor, like
Right.
Cisco Foods or something like that. And he used to bring the whole pig back, and we used to have to clean it out, season it, put the two things in it, and rotisserie it for 24 hours. We used to do two or three of those on his anniversary and stuff like that. So then we used to clean the pig out, save the scraps, the fat, and all of that, and grind it up and make patties out of it. And people loved it.
That's crazy, fam. That is crazy, man.
Yeah.
So you said you stopped eating beef and pork. What was your fate like when you was eating meat, right? What did you consume the most when you was eating meat?
Uh, well, At the end of my eating meat journey, I was eating ground turkey burgers,
Mhm.
chicken wings, thinking I was being healthy. Chicken wings,
Right.
fish, and all of that. And it just came to a point to where like I started realizing that this stuff ain't real. I used to go to a
Mm.
bar. It's a bar in Knoxville, Tennessee called Rookies, right?
Mhm.
And this bar, they used to sell 10-cent wings.
10 cent, fam.
10-cent no cap. Now, when I think about that now, I could go get 20 wings for $2. 100 wings for 10.
That's crazy.
2 wings is a whole bird.
That
So
is
you
crazy.
killed 50 birds for $10. Them birds couldn't have been real, fam. And
Couldn't have been.
then are they
Ain't no way.
good? Are they mass producing them or something? It's just that I realized that I couldn't. It was taking me longer to digest the food. Did you ever go through
Mm.
that? Like,
Man, listen, how I got in my journey first, I'm like you, but I had some McDonald's one time, right?
mm,
And I got so sick, right?
mhm,
And I got sick before from McDonald's, but this last time I got sick, I think it was like 2015, 2016. I said, man, I'm never eating McDonald's again. I'm never eating fast food again. I'm never gonna go through this experience.
mhm,
But then I was eating fish and I was still eating some chicken, but I was going to healthy places.
yeah,
But then for some reason, something was in my head like this ain't right. You know what I mean?
yeah.
It wasn't right. So I went pescatarian for a while. And then I just went all out, man. And I think 2018, 2019, I was like, you know what? I'm cutting all the meat out. I can't, I watched a couple of documentaries and
What the health?
yep. I said I can't do it. I can't do it to myself. I can't do it.
You know, it's bad about What the Health too is that when I watched What the Health, that's when I first moved to North Carolina.
Mhm.
Majority of those factories is based out of North Carolina.
Dang, right in your backyard.
So when I realized how chickens, a lot of people that eat meat, they would hear this and they would probably turn the show off because they don't want to be aware of this though. But
Yep.
if a chicken is birthed, I feed it steroids for a week. It blew up to a grown chicken. We packaged it, and now it's at the Food City, Food Line, Walmart in a week. You didn't even give it a chance to naturally grow and live. So it's a week before it's born and in the store.
Right.
So what are you eating? You ain't eating chicken. You eating steroids. Actually, you just really eating steroids, fam. And people don't realize that that's why the kids are bigger and stronger and huge nowadays because they eating steroids. They just getting bigger and bigger and bigger, man.
Dang.
Hmm.
Right. I ain't look at it like that. I didn't look at it like that. So, right. So I sent you that video of McDonald's. I'm gonna play this quick video for him, fam.
Hmm.
I know you seen it, but I want the show to get a real perspective of where we coming from. So I'm gonna play this real quick video, man, and we're gonna get right back to it.
Let's do it.
All right.
So you want to see my hamburger? It goes in a box in my closet. This is the sack that it came in, and it was advertising a NASCAR race in 1996. So this dates the hamburger in its sack to 24 years old now. The French fries look like they maybe could have fallen under your seat a month or so ago. They've never rotted or decayed. The hamburger itself, the bread has never molded. The meat has never rotted. It's never even broken. It's completely intact. So, 24-year-old hamburger. Not sure what would happen if you ate it though.
Whew. So, fam, when you seen that, right? I'm sure you ain't shocked, but to see that, right, it made me think that, the food that we're making right now, what is it and what's going on? Like, I'm very more cautious in what I put in my body than 10 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
So when you see stuff like that, fam, I know you coming out of North Carolina where you seen the big factories yourself right around your backyard. What you think about that, man, and that burger and those fries, man?
I think that we need to be more cautious about what we consume. And a trick I do, this may take me a while to break it down.
No, go ahead.
A trick that I do that I suggest everybody do, it's time consuming. But when you go to the grocery store, you should read the bag purchasing, and everything that you can't pronounce, you Google it and see exactly what it is. And when you do that, it'll change your whole life, because they are adding preservatives in things to make it live forever. And then when you eat it, it's staying in your body forever. That's like corn and stuff like that. Canned goods. They got, I
Break
forgot.
down.
Yeah, I forgot what is around the canned good, but you can have some canned goods last you longer than you will last on this planet.
That's crazy.
And if it's like that and it's staying in you that long, then you know what I mean? What
Can't be good for you.
can't digest it. Then people can't afford to go get a colonoscopy, or don't want to go get a colonoscopy. Like, how old are you right now, fam?
I'm 39. Yeah, I'm 39, fam. I'm right there.
You right there.
Mm-hmm.
It's about to be that time. Don't nobody want to
hear it. Yeah.
Yeah, don't nobody want to hear it, but we gotta cleanse ourselves. We gotta fast and all of that, because us just going outside, we consuming preservatives and bad things for us though. But looking at that hamburger, man, and knowing that if I never seen something like that before, because I've seen experiments on YouTube of what people do with hamburgers, a lot of them.
Right.
And if I never seen nothing like that before, I'll never go back to McDonald's ever again. Me loving myself, you know what I mean? Because people, you gotta love yourself first, man. If you don't love yourself first, then you can't expect to be loved. You can't expect nobody to care about. Like, if you see that and you go back to McDonald's and you die off a burger, why I supposed to cry at your funeral?
Right.
If you don't care about yourself. Am I
Now,
wrong? Well,
no, you ain't wrong for that, fam, because I mean, it's up to you to take care of your body, but McDonald's sells a lot of food to poor people. I mean, I ain't gonna say everybody that buy McDonald's is poor, but majority of the people that go there, they going there for the price. They going there for, the fat, the delivery of the food. They're not going there for the quality. So would you say that, right? Because I'm sure nobody want to kill themselves, right? Could you say that the only reason why McDonald's is thriving is because it's a lower class that don't care about health? Like, think about it. What if everybody cared about health? It would make the businesses have to sell, health products.
We would have to, America would have to change their structure of business if people cared about themselves more and cook their own foods, and even though you poor, you can still have a different diet, because I feel like people think veganism costs more than eating meat. In our reality, it doesn't. You just have to meal prep and have your meals prepared. Fast, you have to have your stuff ready to go. It's just that, to me, people value convenience over themselves.
Yeah.
And we can't be programmed and indoctrinated to be able to just choose what people say is okay over who we are. You know what I mean? I can't. I got to choose me first over convenience.
Right. Every time I got to choose me first, man.
I got to choose me first over what that commercial say is okay at the Super Bowl. You know what I mean? So it's just interesting, fam.
Definitely. No, but I wanted to tell you something else because I mean the leading cause of death in this country, right, is heart disease. And
Mm,
when I did my research, I noticed that red meat and meat is a definitely cause for like high blood pressure and a lot of things of why a lot of black people, our culture is dying. We got things like colon cancer, like you speak on. It's a lot of this stuff that's a direct impact of what people are eating. So
mhm.
it's more and more black people that I feel that are waking up. I'm seeing more people coming up as vegans. But my question to you is, right? There's meat that they're selling in the stores around, and they're trying to say that this is plant-based meat. There's no animals in it. Okay. You can get you a burger now, it don't got none of, it didn't come from an animal. How do you feel about that, fam? Of people putting that out there and they doing it with the 3D printing? How does that make you feel? Would you ever eat a burger like that?
See, now I just recently stopped eating impossible meat. I was a consumer of.
Mm.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I was a consumer of that because it ain't that I craved meat. It was convenient.
Mm-hmm.
Like we just talked about, it
Right.
was convenient. It was quick. Instead of me opening up my black beans, washing them off, cooking my
Mm-hmm.
black beans, and patting them out into burger, putting peppers and onions and panko on it, and then frying my black bean burger, I would have rather just got one of them frozen joints and
Put them in the oven.
or the skillet and seared it right quick and made me a regular burger. But um, to me, that is worse than meat.
Mm. For
I
real,
I
fam.
told myself because it's been about 4 to 5 months since I stopped eating them. I
Mm-hmm.
told myself I might as well eat a real hamburger.
I'm telling you.
I'm gonna eat this fake meat because meat might be causing a increase in high blood pressure and diabetes, but what's really causing more to me is snacks and processed things that's been created in laboratories. So if that
Mm-hmm.
though impossible meat and beyond burgers been created in them laboratories, the same place they make little debbie's, Doritos, and all of that old type of stuff, the stuff that's fake and not good for you, then who am I can't keep eating that, man. I can't keep doing it to myself like that. I gotta choose better if I want to live a healthier life, if I want to still be active and hyped up like I'm 20
Move
something when
around.
I'm 60. You know what I mean?
For real. For
Yeah.
real. I'm with you. I'm with you on that, fam. And I did the same thing, man, about probably 8 months ago. I ain't gonna even say it was eight. It may be a little, it may be a little less than that, but I used to eat these chicken patty plant-based burgers.
Yeah.
Cause I used to like them Chick-fil-A sandwiches, right? And I was eating that, but like you said, I looked on the back of the ingredients one day and I just seen some things that I'm not familiar with, you know? So I said, you know what? I'm cutting all of this out. Now I've been actually using the tofu and putting that, but I kind of been doing everything myself. I'm gonna do a chickpea burger, I do a walnut burger, everything I have to do it, from the base. I can't trust nobody to tell me what's in it no more. I just don't feel comfortable. You know what I'm
I'm gonna
saying?
send you a recipe of walnut, sun-dried tomatoes, and I forgot the last ingredient to make a good plant-based meat, but it's real though. And
Right.
it's just that, man, we can't consume that type of stuff because it's killing us, man. I eat a lot of black beans. I make chicken from I can make cauliflower wings.
Mm-hmm.
You
I
can
like those.
bread the
Mm-hmm.
cauliflower, put the seasoning on it and all that. It's just that I'm at a point right now I can't be sold bad stuff no more.
Yeah,
Yeah,
not
I
at all.
can't be sold bad stuff. And then not just when it comes to veganism and all of that, we can talk about in life in general. Because I know we're talking about veganism, but we allow people to program our mind to what they think is acceptable for us to be able to consume. That comes with the culture, that comes with the music, that comes with your environment, what you accept in, that comes with the food and everything. you have to be skeptical on even the church you go to. You got to be skeptical of what's being said. You know what I'm saying? Because if you ain't and you just allowing what people say is acceptable to go into your heart, your soul, and to your body, then you'll fall for anything, man, and that it ain't cool to me.
It ain't cool at all, fam. It ain't cool at all, man.
Mhm.
It ain't cool at all. Now, man, we going there. I had another video, man. But it ain't even logging on. So
I like that video too.
yeah, man, I can't even get it to come in, but that's all good. But this video, right? It showed that they got a 3D in Israel. They making 3D meat, man. And the guy said on the video that he want to be the biggest meat producer in the world. Now, you told me something about Bill Gates and how they trying to take control of the food industry, the farming industry here. Fam, do you believe that they're trying to dominate the food industry, to make us dependent on them? Or do you think that it's just a capitalism type of movement that's going on with the food?
Capitalism almost has ran its course in America. You brought capitalism up. I can't think of the word it's that I want to say right now, but we living in times to where people are they are in control of things. It's a monopoly. That's the word I'm looking for. People they want to capitalize off of stuff though, but they don't went from capitalism to monopolizing everything,
right?
Having ownership of everything. So when I think about the farming and the food industry, we already in a dependent stage.
Right.
It's just gonna get worse. And I worked 10 years at Cisco Foods too, fam. The biggest distribution company in the world, food distribution. And I hate that I even said that on her because I don't want nobody to work there to know that. You know what I'm saying? But
right,
it's I seen things.
Dang.
And even with the veganism, I seen things to where they got stuff on the fruits and vegetables to make them last longer for selling purposes. The fruits and vegetables ain't even good for you really because they got pesticides and things on it to make it last longer. So I think that we are living in times to where they controlling what we consume. We just got to be able to, I don't know, man.
Right. So you saying even the vegetables, man, we got to be wary of that. So that's big. That's big, man.
The fruits and vegetables, yeah, most definitely.
Right. So now look, a meal for you, like me, I try to get one big meal, but then I try to have these little small meals around it, probably like 2 small meals after that. But I get one big vegan meal to really fool me. But then other than that, how's your food schedule? Like, how do your vegan schedule work for how you eating? Do you eat 3 meals regular, like how you did when you eat the meat, or you do it 2 or 3? How it work for you?
See, I probably eat 1 meal a day, but then I eat peanut butter and jelly sandwiches a lot.
Me too, fam.
Peanut butter and jelly for some reason. Then I eat I have some syrup with some almond milk. I drink wine, so I ain't get ready to say that I'm not I drink a lot of wine, so I eat a lot of vegan cheese, crackers, fruit, and olives. I like olives because it gives me a quick salt intake. And I eat 1 time a day. And the main meals that I actually like cooking, I like black bean tacos. I like broccoli fritters. I chop up broccoli real fine, put red peppers, onions in it, and then I put the vegan egg, the just egg around it, and put panko around it, and I fry it like a crab cake.
Okay.
It's banging too. Dip it in some salt. Dip it in some sauce. I like broccoli fritters. I like a lot of different things. But I know how to cook for real. I've been cooking since I was 9, so I know how to cook.
On it.
Yeah. And
my favorite dish, fam, like what I'm making right now is I like mushrooms. I'm making a lot of mushrooms right now. I'm eating a lot of lion's mane mushrooms. I use it like for steak, for like chicken sandwiches. So I'm more of a mushroom guy now. If you put me, that's what I'm having with my meals as far as like that substitute for protein. But like you, I like my black beans. I use a lot of that, but I've been on the tofu lately, man. I've been breading tofu and making sandwiches out of that too. So
You know what's crazy? You got it better than me though, man, because
why you
I
say that?
can't eat tofu and I hate the texture of mushrooms.
That's crazy.
I don't eat none of those tofu or mushrooms. I need somebody to turn me on to how to make a good mushroom steak because I'll make cauliflower steak.
I like cauliflower too. I like cauliflower more than I like mushrooms, to be honest with you. A cauliflower steak, I had that at a restaurant,
Mm-hmm.
and I like that more than I like the mushrooms, to be real.
And I make a lot of homemade pizzas too. I mess with food.
Oh, okay.
So I get the dough, the crust, to put the spinach, the onions, and peppers on it, a little bit of vegan cheese on top. And I really don't like vegan cheese because it's nasty. It don't burn right. But sometimes I
Mm-hmm.
eat it without the vegan cheese, but I'll make me a pizza with the sauce and spinach and peppers and onions on it and just cook it plain like that and it be banging.
Wow. Yeah, you said that vegan cheese. That vegan cheese don't melt like the old cheese did.
You know,
You
black
know,
folk, we don't like half cooked cheese. We like our cheese to be brown, burnt a little
right,
bit. Like how the
right.
macaroni the granny used to make when it was brown
Mm-hmm.
on top. We don't want that runny, pulley cheese, and I don't like it. It reminds me of milk.
Mm.
Mm.
That's crazy, fam. Well, dang, fam. Well, we had one, man. We right now, is it any restaurants? Is it any vegan restaurants around you that you do trust, that you seen the process that they doing? And if you could shout some of them out for me, that you I may have to stop by some of them if you but what vegan restaurants that you really love?
It's a place called Living Kitchen, and they are amazing.
Mm,
Amazing. It's Living Kitchen. It's on South Boulevard in Charlotte, and they make what I go there and get is the eggplant BLT. So they make bacon out of eggplant, and then they put lettuce and tomato on some living bread. You know, it's differences in bread also people don't realize. Like you can get that bread that you have to refrigerate immediately, and then you can get the Marita bread, and it can last. Things that last longer is actually bad for you. Things that die faster digest faster. So they make the eggplant BLT sandwich I like a lot. Then I can tell that they burgers is real and stuff. They use a lot of pea protein and stuff in their burgers. And they just have good food. They have chicken and waffles, but they use the cauliflower to make the chicken
mm-hmm.
of it. Then they make the red velvet waffle and it be banging like that too. So and then it's a place called Fern from the Garden that I like a lot also. And they have a whole bunch of different dishes and stuff too though. But they had a macaroni and cheese balls that's banging like Cheesecake Factory, but they ain't real cheese. It's macaroni and cheese fried balls, and it'd be good though. They be real good. Fern from the Garden, and
Fire from the garden.
Charlotte is a real uh vegan city. It's a modern city, fam. So they be
Yeah.
having hell yeah, they got a lot of vegan restaurants, a whole lot. But one thing, I'm gonna be disrespectful to black culture for a moment, and this is all
Oh,
that love.
right.
We gotta quit trying to make healthy food into soul food.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta quit trying to make ribs and stuff like that, ribs, macaroni and cheese, and all of that. We went this route for health purposes,
Exactly.
not because we want to eat those old dishes that we grew up on. I don't want to go to your vegan restaurant and you have all dishes that remind me of
Of
soul.
meat.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Fam, I said that last week. I say, man, I don't want to be naming stuff after what meat used to be. It just don't seem right to me. I didn't do this to just keep reminding myself that I'm eating, that I'm eating meat, So I'm with you 100% on that, man. I don't feel like that's a good thing to be
Yeah, to keep trying to
mimic. Yeah, like
mimic the dish that we grew up eating. I don't want pork chops and rice. And
Right.
you making pork chops out of a mushroom with a fake bone in it. Everything is fake. I don't want no fake stuff. I want to eat real food. You can just make me a bowl with a whole bunch of different color vegetables in it, and it look good.
Exactly.
Leave me alone,
Exactly.
because I'm. It's a health purposes, not taste purposes.
Right. Right.
Hmm.
Well, fam, I went when I became vegan, right? I want to hear your experience on when you talk, but I, I became vegan and I went to my neighborhood and we got a house that, all the guys come by, Friday and Saturday night and we just hang around at the house. And, you know, everybody knew that I was vegan, right?
Hmm.
And everybody coming up to me asking me, like, man, what made you go vegan? Like, how did you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Is it that you just don't want to eat a living? I said, man, I don't want to eat dead meat and I want to be healthy.
Yeah.
But I can see all of the expressions on their faces. They was like, what? I ain't never finna stop eating this meat. It felt like I was an alien around my own neighborhood, my community when I became vegan. And I was like, man, this guy. Now every time I pull up, everybody talk to me. Oh, he don't eat meat. I'm known in my hood, man, as far as he don't eat no meat. They always talk to me about that. So it's like, how was it for you, fam? Like when you actually started and people started it, knowing about it, like what kind of questions and how did it make you feel? Like when you was doing it and you told people about it.
See, what's interesting? We have a totally different experience, fam, because when I changed my diet and lifestyle, I lived in a totally different place than where I grew up at.
Mm-hmm.
So it's still interesting to them now, even though it's almost been a decade for me. They don't
Mm.
believe it now, a decade later, because when I go home, they can't believe it. I'll go to a restaurant where they selling meat and stuff with them and order a salad and drink water and leave and go eat what I really want to go eat. You know what I mean?
Right.
And they'll be
Yeah.
like, "Man, you ain't getting nothing. Nah, I just came to be in your presence and hang out with you." You know what I mean? But that ain't what I do. I'm not eating none of the food that they eat. But it's a totally different experience for me because I'm in a different city than I grew up in. So everybody that is here know me as who I am today.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody that's there, they know me as what I was.
Right.
And what's crazy about that is that when I made the move from Tennessee to Charlotte, I became a totally different person than I am. And a lot of people don't. I know a lot of people probably don't respect it because they expect me to be something that I'm not. And that's another reason I had to leave where I was from,
Mm-hmm.
because people wanted me to be what they knew me as, and I wanted to be what I wanted to be.
Mm. That's
I wanted
crazy.
to be Trevor. I wanted to
Mm-hmm.
be a healthy individual, a person that reads, a person that's evolving in life. And they knew me from street
The
culture,
streets.
hustling,
Yep.
making music and stuff. And I said, that can't be me for life. So I changed that and I changed my diet. I changed the way I thought. I started reading and educating myself. And I've totally became a different person. And I actually don't even be in the presence of people that knew me like that before.
Right. I'm with you, fam. It happened. It happened to me because it's like that's what happens when it's like they kind of people kind of look at you like you are alien now. You're not the same. It's like, everything comes up about this. It's like Thanksgiving, I'll go to see the family. I'm like you. I don't stay in the same city that I grew up in. But when I go back in holidays, I always go, I got family and I go see them. And every time they bring up, man, I don't believe how you not eating meat. I'm like, yeah, yeah, I'm not eating meat,
It ain't even that big of a deal once you make the transition.
Right. But to them, it's big. You know what I mean? Because they consume, it's people that consume meat 3 times a day, breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
3 different meats. Well, I used to be that person.
I used to be that person too.
I used to have
Mhm.
bacon, egg, and cheese in the morning.
Sandwich in the morning. Yeah.
Lunch, I might go get me a tuna sandwich, Philly cheese steak, Philly chicken. Dinner time, I have a steak, potatoes, broccoli. I better not be out late night because that Waffle House calling. You know what I mean? I might eat 4 times a day.
For real, fam. For real, fam.
Yeah, so I understand it, but I think in life, we talk about the culture a lot, me and you, when we do podcasts and
Yeah.
things. And I think that the culture don't accept you if they can't understand you.
Mm,
And the culture don't accept you if you try to change being the person that they want you to be and who they accepted you as.
right.
And growth is really not accepted that much in the culture. You got to meet people from the culture outside into your new reality that's going to accept you for who you are instead of who you was.
Who you was, man.
And that's when the challenges come in life, where people be alone a lot and growing through what they perceive to be in their best interest in life. You know what I'm saying? Because I be alone a lot, fam.
Me too, fam. I'm with you. I can tell, fam. Listen, I can tell, fam, how you operate. As soon as when I seen that, I can tell that you're an introvert, man. You kind of try to build yourself up. It's hard when you're around a lot of the same people. When I see people and I see that they've been around the same people for so long, it's hard for me to think that you're growing as a person. You know what I mean? Because my growth came from getting away. I had moved to New York for 3 years. And this is when I became vegan. I was in New York and I went to a lady's house, fam. I'm gonna tell you this story before, because we got another show, man. Y'all check it out. We're doing another show on Trevor Jackson. But I went to a lady's house, man, and I got this saying that I always say when I go test somebody water. I always say, hey, the soap and cleaning companies only give you 10% of soap and 90% is other chemicals.
Solution and stuff.
Solutions and other stuff, to fit in the water. But then I went to the lady and I said, if you was buying a chicken and they only gave you, it was only 10% real chicken, but 90% other things, would you still eat it? And the lady looked and she said, I don't even eat animals. And right then I was a pescatarian at the time. But when she told me that, right then and there, I said, man, I'm not doing it no more. She had a talk with me about animals and stuff, man, and we had a long conversation. But right then I said, it's over.
Yeah.
She really kind of like closed it, like, look, you got to cut it out. I walked out of her house, man, and I ain't never eat a piece of meat ever again.
and I'm gonna ask you a question too.
Yeah.
Because this is interesting to me. Once you stop for like 60 to 90 days, I don't think you could ever see yourself consuming meat ever again, could you?
No, fam, I can't see myself. I used to have stomach aches, fam. Like I just had some stuff, fam. I ain't had a stomach ache 6 years. I used to have stomach aches, like, just every so often my stomach would be hurt.
Because you can't
digest it, trying to digest that meat. But fam, since I've been not eating meat, I have never had not one stomach ache. So that made me say, I can't do my body like this. I don't like being hurt, fam. I like to feel good. I like to go play basketball and go, play around. And I don't want to be
you don't want to
move around.
You don't want to go make your money, pay to kill yourself, and then not be able to enjoy your life. And it's bigger than, like, I'm gonna tell you, it started with health purposes for me. It started with that, but I realized that it made me more of a patient and nice person because it took the predator mentality out of me. I used to be more of a predator, like an aggressive individual. I ain't saying I'm a prey now or a sucker or none of that.
Right.
The predatorial mentality out of me, the aggressiveness, the anger, the wanting to, and I was like, dang, is that what putting blood and chemicals in you do to you? It makes you more aggressive and you know what I mean? Just
violent.
Does it cause anxiety and make you anxious? And it does it do all of that also? Because I don't have that. I don't live like that no more.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy, man. It's good to hear your story of changing, though, man. It's a breath of fresh air. I'm telling you, I really want more of our culture to,
Hmm.
be more healthy. Because if you look at the numbers, fam, we are dying the most from diseases, food. We're the ones that are is losing as far as this unquality food that we eat.
Based upon what we consume, and if you put a link in the description to my channel, I also have a 10 show in a playlist called Flavorful Vegan of recipes that I've cooked and certain foods that I've cooked, the pizzas, the broccoli fritters, the sweet potato casseroles, and all of that old type of stuff in a playlist that on my channel called Flavorful Vegan. It's a 10 show where I'm in the kitchen whipping up spaghetti and all of that.
Wow. Yeah, fam, you got to give it to him, man. You got we definitely me and the wife did something, man. We came up with a book of recipes, man. I put that in the description, but we got a lot of
Is the wife
recipes.
here vegan?
Hmm?
Wife here vegan?
Yep, we all vegan, man. We all vegan, man.
Oh,
Now,
yeah.
I got a couple friends that I influenced that
Mhm.
went vegan once they seen how, they reached out to me. But for the most part, I'm probably everybody that know me, they know me for being vegan. But we got this we got some recipes that we got about 30, 40 recipes that we put together, fam. So I'm
Oh,
with you. A lot of the people that are vegan, I feel like their talent in cooking is a lot better than somebody who cooking meat. And I want to ask you that, like, once you became vegan, do you feel like you became more talented cooking? I mean, as far as you know what I mean, than you was with the meat?
nah, I ain't gonna lie. I still cook meat. I cook meat today.
Yeah. Oh, because your wife don't eat. She
She,
still
she
eat meat.
yeah, she ain't vegan.
You know.
She from South Carolina. She ain't got time for that.
She like, I ain't going.
I still I might be more talented at cooking, but I'm more skilled at flavors because I know how to use peppers and different seasonings in a different way. And I don't eat first of all, I've been an artist my whole life, not just musically, but drawing and painting and stuff. And so I see and I eat in color.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how people can eat and the plate just be all white with colorful sauce on it.
Right.
Like when you eat
Mm-hmm.
a pork chop or chicken wings, it's all fried food and French fries, and then you have sauces in color.
Right, right,
Me,
right.
everything I eat, my plate is gonna have green, orange, yellow, red, purple, white, different colors. It's gonna be a colorful plate because that's a living plate. I mean, if you
Right.
don't have colors on your plate, it's dead.
It's dead food, fam. You
Yeah.
ain't lying. You ain't lying, fam.
Hey,
Fam, you ain't lying, man. Man, well, listen, man, we're gonna have to chop up another show like this, man. Just to, I like
most
talking to
definitely.
vegans. Hmm?
We might have to. I might have to shoot down there. You might have to shoot up here one time. We do some sort of recipes or
Right
uh,
in the kitchen and showing what we do, how we do for real, man. That sound dope. That sound dope, man. We might could even put that on the stream yard,
that's
man.
what
But
we have to do. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
that seemed dope, man. But we're gonna do a show today, man. We're gonna talk about on your channel what we talking about. A
We
lot of stuff, huh?
we talking about evolving culture.
Mm-hmm.
Talking about positive stuff. I want to touch bases on the Andrew Schultz situation.
Yep.
Andrew Schultz and Kendrick Lamar and all of that. Then I want to talk about some clips that you sent me also about the Zoe brother, you know
Yeah.
what I mean, in hip hop. Uh
Yeah.
that one thing that you sent me about how the community needs to change. I want to start the whole
That's
show off
big.
that.
I can't wait I can't wait to talk about this. And we're gonna get it on in a little bit, but
Mhm.
y'all make sure y'all tap into Trevor Jackson TV, man. His show, his channel, bro. He really pushes the culture, man. And I feel like anybody that's pushing the culture, we need to make sure they get out there. I want y'all to check out his videos because it's a good look for the community, and we need to pass this word because we just trying to push the community forward, man. We tired of all the bull crap that's going on, the agendas that they pushing on us, and we just doing it out of love. So y'all check him out, man. We're gonna be doing a lot more shows though,
Yeah,
definitely.
definitely.
But I'm gonna leave the link in his description to his channel. I also got the book that the recipes, and he got the playlist on his channel. So if you considering just trying to save your life, be more healthy, man, I pray you do, because I hate to see people in pain. My dad was going through gout, and the doctor told him he couldn't eat meat no more, and that's how he had to stop. A lot of people had to stop in critical, life-threatening situations, and I don't want that for nobody, So
Me neither. That's a fact.
That's a fact, man. So anything you want to close them out with, Trail, man, because we finna wrap it up, man, and get ready for the show, man.
Hey, I want to say, man, take care of yourself, love yourself. Make sure that you put yourself as the highest priority, man, when it comes to your health. Don't let nobody sway you to what's not in your best interest. Even us, man. If you forget them vegans, man, on there talking, I want to eat meat salad and do a keto diet. Do what's best for you, but make sure that it's something that's gonna preserve your life and keep you healthy and keep you active and keep you going and keep your blood flowing. And it's just that I just want what's best for you, man.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up, man. Hey, listen, we appreciate y'all for checking in, man. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel, hit that like button, check out Trevor Jackson TV, man. Hey, we're gonna catch y'all on the next one, man. Peace and love.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Yo.
Let me see. All right,